see me run over to here. Anyway, I'm cooking today, and I haven't done a cooking video for months, I think. I'm making duck liver pasta. I've never had duck livers before, apart from duck liver pate, which I like. And I know a lot of people aren't keen on any type of liver, but if you like liver, give this dish a go. I think it's only recently I've been able to find duck livers in the shop, so hopefully enough people will buy it so the shop will keep selling it. But it depends on, well, I can't see it lasting that long in a supermarket, to be honest with you. Chicken livers sell quite well. I've had chicken livers before. I've got a feeling that duck liver's going to be a bit milder in flavour, but we'll find out. And I'll give you an honest taste test in the description box below my video. Alright, I'll start cooking. Well, I did wash the duck. I think it's 200 grams of duck livers. I'm not sure how much that is. It was quite a small packet, but you don't need a lot. I washed it. I don't usually wash meat, but I thought I'd wash the liver. And I got rid of the sinews as best I can. Now the sinews look like white string, but it's you can't keep snipping away because you'll end up with no duck livers. So don't go overboard, don't worry. I think I'll put this down now. Alright, I've got a bit of butter. It says unsalted, but I've used salted, and oil. I use my favourite rice bran oil. Well, I'm going to bring this up to quite a high heat. And when the butter starts to foam, I will be adding the duck livers. I didn't bother cut them up. Well, I cut them up a little bit, but they'll shrink anyway. Have another look at them. There. I think this is a French-based dish. But I don't follow recipes 100%, as you know. I just use my intuition, but sometimes my intuition works against me, and sometimes what I create ends up as a disaster. Well, anyway, this is on. The butter's nearly foaming. Alright, remember when you cook, don't keep stirring because that slows down the cooking process. But I always forget. Alright, it's foaming, and so now I'm going to add the chicken livers. They might still be a bit wet, unfortunately. No, they seem to be quite dry. You should be able to hear them sizzle. I just hope the volume will be alright, because I think the last time I made a video, the volume with the webcam, the volume wasn't very good. Yeah, I've still got the same eMeet webcam, which I only use for cooking videos. You want to brown it on all sides. Right, in here I've got water. How much water was it? It's 300 mils of water, and I've got a chicken stock pot, which is low in salt. So I'm going to bring that to a boil and then reduce it. Wait a minute. I'm going to reduce the stock until there's only 3 to 4 tablespoons left. So I'll do that now. Just turn them over until they're nice and brown on all sides. Be careful with spitting. Not long now and I can take them out. Okay, I'm going to keep an eye on that at the same time. Oh. Got my tongs ready. I think I'll turn that down a little bit. I don't want it exploding. Alright. I'm going to take the pieces out now. I'll start with the ones that look the best, the brownest ones. Another minute and I think I can take them all out. I should have paused it really. Alright, I'm taking them out now. Actually, I'm going to pause it. It's not very professional, is it? Hello again. Okay, that's what's left in the pan. I'm not going to worry too much about that because I'm going to cook the onions quite gently. So hopefully there won't be any burnt bits. So I have to keep my eye on this. The stock is reducing, so that's good. Right, we'll put that back on the heat, and I'm going to add, it says two to 3 red onions thinly sliced, but I've decided to use frozen onions. Alright, red onions. Quite a lot of onions, but it's mainly ice, so it smells good. Smells very good. I have to be careful with this cooker because it's over. It's very old now, and this thermostat doesn't work very well, so I have to watch it like a hawk. And this takes 45 minutes, believe it or not. So I will have to pause it now. And when I come back, let's just see. Reduce the heat and cook very gently for 45 minutes until really sticky and browned. Alright. So, I'll see you soon. Hello. Alright, I know the onions haven't been cooking that long, but they're already looking sticky and brown. Maybe it's because frozen onions are partially cooked already. I don't know. So it's not going to take 45 minutes. Because if I cooked them for 45 minutes, they would be just a charred mess. I think these look nice. I'll put the pasta water on as well. It doesn't matter if you pre-cook the pasta before everything else is done, because you're going to add the pasta to the pan anyway, so don't worry. Alright, I'll show you what it looks like. There. It's darker in reality, but when you watch the video it should look darker than that. So I'm going to just leave this up. I'm going to take this off the heat now because I like the look of it. I don't want it any darker than that. I can't leave it on the heat because it comes on and off all the time. It's a liability. Right, this is still reducing. It's taking ages. I wonder if there's anything I can do in the meantime. I don't want to overcook the livers, that's the main thing. I can add the red wine vinegar to the onions and simmer until reduced by half. It says 75 mils, that's millilitres of red wine vinegar, but I'm not a fan of vinegar in food, so I'm just using, unless it's oriental food, I use like rice wine vinegar or something. Red wine vinegar is quite strong, so I've just got 50 mils. Alright, I'm going to add that to this. Keep an eye on that. And that. Just turn it up a bit. Pour it in. Reduce by half. Well, that's going to be not easy to judge, but just use your common sense really, or your intuition. Right. So, unfortunately, a lot of the brownness of the onions will probably disappear because of the liquid. It can't be helped though. Whenever you're cooking, always clean up as you're going along. Especially if you've got a small kitchen. This is taking a long time. I'm going to have to turn it up to like 7 or something. Yeah, this is an electric cooker, by the way. I'm going to get gas next time. You can control the temperature a lot easier with a gas cooker. This looks like it's reduced by half already. Everything cooks incredibly quickly on this one. Oh, it looks really nice. Oh yeah, I meant to add a little bit of salt. It's up to you, it's optional. There. It's quite enough, I think. Well, it smells good. There. That's enough. There. I'm sorry, my camera skills are awful. It doesn't look that appetising, but believe you me, it does, in reality, look really tasty. Alright. I know, I'm being unprofessional, but I will pause it again. I just hope I haven't stopped it at any stage. I'm a bit of a tech moron. I'm adding gluten-free pasta. It's spiral shaped. In the actual recipe it says pappardelle, but I thought you can use any shape you want. Doesn't make a difference really. Hello again, it's me. My hand. What do you think? Elegant? I'm still crazy. Anyway, I can sort of start getting the dish ready and put everything together. So I'm going to put this pan back on the heat, on a very low heat, because the very low heat on here is high. So it's less than 1. I know, need to get a new cooker, but we can't afford it due to the cost of living crisis. And my partner earns good money as well. But it's got 2 vehicles to run. Cost a lot of money. Alright. Pasta's still got 4 minutes and 46 minutes counting down. We're going to add the reduced stock. Oh, it's jellified. It's about 2 to 3 tablespoons left in there. That's 1. Oh, it's slightly less than 3. So there's only about 2. That's alright. No worries. I don't even know if this is a tablespoon or a dessert spoon. I don't care. Rinse that out. Just get as much of it out as you can. There. Then the chicken livers. Actually, I don't need the tongs anymore. I'm just using any spoon. I don't know what I've used it for. Don't worry. No one's ever had food poisoning from my cooking. And I've been cooking for decades. Right. Yeah, and any juices as well. I can't say that I'm overly excited. Actually, these pieces are quite big, so I think I will cut them. Oh yeah, and to add some pasta, about one or two ladlefuls or 1 or 2 tablespoons, whatever. Just to loosen it up a bit. Like that. Just mix it. That looks nice. Alright, I'm going to cut these pieces in half. Making sure I'm not going to cut the pan. I should have done this before putting them in actually. Yeah, it's still pink. It's meant to be pink. You don't want to overcook it. There's only a few pieces that are overly large. That one's large. That one could do with cutting again. Not too small, otherwise it's going to go overcooked. Like that. Just going to cook that for a little while and turn it off again, because I don't want the duck livers to cook completely through. Actually, it's not as pink as I'd like, so I'm going to take them off the heat for a while. That's not off, by the way. It's never off. Alright. Alright, I can drain the pasta. I think I've remembered everything. I didn't use a lot of well, there's probably too much pasta in there. We don't eat a lot of pasta. And we don't like it al dente either. We cook it until it's soft. I can usually tell if it's done just by looking at it. I don't know if it's completely ready, because I can't stand al dente pasta. I don't know anyone that likes it actually. When I say cook it until al dente, well, whenever I've been to like an Italian restaurant and ordered pasta, it's never been al dente. So it's been nice and soft. So that's rubbish. Ignore it. Still too hot. Still too hot to put in my gob. Right. I've got a chewing gum in my mouth. I better get rid of that. Yeah. It's got a tiny bit of bite to it, but I'll just give it a few more seconds and I think it'll be ready. The bigger it gets, the softer it is. If you disagree with me, obviously let me know. You know, if you like your pasta with a bite. My mother doesn't cook al dente pasta, and my sister doesn't cook al dente pasta either. So maybe it's just a family thing. Oh, my daughter's the same. So it's hereditary. Alright, now I'm going to drain the pasta first. This one works. Right, I'm going to add it to this. This is still hot. I'm going to add the pasta. Not all of it, no, it's too much. For me and my partner, we're not into eating too much gluten, not gluten, carbs. Well, I am, but pasta, no, we don't have too much. Right, mix it. You can see it's still steaming even though it's meant to be off. Give it a good mix. Now we add the parsley. I used about 1 tablespoon or just a small handful, and I snipped it with scissors. I washed it and then snipped it with scissors. It's much easier than chopping it, especially as my knives are so blunt. Alright, just add the parsley. Leave it out if you don't like parsley. You could add chives if you wanted to. Or chervil. Or whatever if you grow herbs. Well, I don't think coriander would go in it, but I don't know. Maybe it would. Okay. It's good to be adventurous in the kitchen, I think. To me, that looks ready. Yeah, I've probably overcooked the duck liver, which is a shame. There's steam coming off it, so it's ready to eat. And I'm going to show you what it looks like. Okay, so I'm going to say goodbye. Bye, bye. See you again soon with another recipe. Bye.